The air crackled with anticipation, as if the very earth itself was holding its breath. Dawn broke over the ancient plains of Kurukshetra, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson. The silence was heavy, almost sacred, broken only by the distant calls of birds and the soft clatter of armor being readied for battle. This was not just any battlefield. It was a place where destinies would be forged and the fate of generations decided. Two massive armies stood poised, a sea of chariots, horses, and elephants stretching as far as the eye could see. The ground trembled beneath the weight of thousands of warriors, each one prepared to fight for their cause. The air was thick with tension as the two sides faced off, their banners fluttering defiantly in the morning breeze. On one side stood the Kauravas, driven by greed and power, their hearts hardened by years of rivalry and resentment. Their leader, Duryodhana, radiated confidence, convinced that victory was within his grasp. The Kaurava army was vast and formidable, a force determined to hold on to the throne at any cost. On the other, the Pandavas, fighting for righteousness and their rightful kingdom. Their faces reflected not just resolve but a deep sense of duty. They stood united, guided by the principles of Dharma, ready to reclaim what was unjustly taken from them. Each Pandava carried the weight of their family's honor and the hopes of their people. The fate of a nation hung in the balance. The outcome of this war would shape the future of Bharat for centuries to come. Every heartbeat, every breath, was charged with the knowledge that history was about to be written in blood and sacrifice. And yet, amidst the clamor of war, a profound silence descended upon the Pandava ranks. It was a silence filled with questions, doubts, and the weight of what was to come. The warriors stood motionless, their weapons lowered, as if time itself had paused in reverence for the moment. Arjun, the mightiest warrior, sat paralyzed in his chariot, his heart heavy with sorrow. The weight of his duty clashed with the love he felt for those on the opposing side. He was a hero torn between loyalty and conscience, his spirit shaken by the enormity of the battle ahead. Before him stood his own kin, his teachers, friends, and loved ones, ready to wage war against each other. The battlefield was not just a place of conflict, but a crucible of the soul, where Arjun would be forced to confront the deepest truths of duty, love, and sacrifice. "I shall not fight," Arjun declared, his voice choked with emotion. The words hung in the air, heavy with despair and resignation. How could he, Arjun, raise his bow against those he loved? What victory could be worth the bloodshed that awaited? Arjun's dilemma resonated with the deepest human struggle, the conflict between duty and compassion, between what is right and what is easy. His anguish was not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the depth of his heart, a heart that refused to be hardened by the demands of war. Sanjay, the wise seer, narrated this crucial moment in the Mahabharata, referring to Arjun as Gudakesh and Krishna as Hrishikesha. These names are not mere labels but powerful metaphors. Gudakesh, meaning conqueror of sleep, represents Arjun's mastery over his physical desires. Hrishikesha, meaning master of the senses, signifies Krishna's control over the mind and its volatile emotions. Together, these names highlight the inner battle that raged within Arjun, a battle every individual faces when confronted with difficult choices. Arjun's discipline over sleep was legendary. He could stay awake for days, his senses alert, his focus unwavering. This physical mastery was a reflection of his inner strength, his ability to control his desires and channel his energy towards his goals. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, this discipline took on a deeper meaning. It represented Arjun's struggle to conquer his own despair, his reluctance to fight, and to find the strength to face the daunting task ahead. His inner turmoil mirrored the larger battle between good and evil. Krishna, as Hrishikesha, represents the guiding force within us, the voice of reason and wisdom. Just as he steered Arjun's chariot through the battlefield, he guides us through the complexities of life, helping us navigate challenges and make difficult choices. Imagine, if you will, a charioteer controlling unruly horses, much like our own senses that often pull us in different directions. Krishna, as the master of the senses, teaches us to rein in these impulses, to channel our energies towards what is right, just as he guided Arjun towards fulfilling his Dharma. The Mahabharata is not just an epic tale. It is, a reflection of our own lives. Its stories, characters, and dilemmas echo through the centuries, resonating with the challenges we face every single day. When we read about the Great War, the struggles of Arjuna, and the wisdom of Krishna, we are not just learning about ancient history. We are, in a way, looking into a mirror that shows us our own internal battles. The Mahabharata invites us to see ourselves in its pages, to recognize that the conflicts and choices of its heroes are not so different from our own. We all face our own Kurukshetras, our own battles against despair, temptation, and doubt. These are not fought on distant battlefields, but within our hearts and minds, in the quiet moments when we wrestle with uncertainty or fear. Sometimes, the greatest struggles are invisible to others, moments when we question our purpose, our abilities, or the path we have chosen. Each day brings new tests, and each of us must find the courage to stand firm, even when the odds seem overwhelming. Arjun's dilemma is a timeless one, relevant to every individual who seeks to live a meaningful life. He stands at the crossroads, torn between duty and doubt, between what is easy and what is right. In that moment of hesitation, we see ourselves, caught between conflicting desires, struggling to make choices that align with our values. The Mahabharata reminds us that it is natural to feel uncertain, to question ourselves, and to seek guidance when the way forward is unclear. Whether it's a student struggling to focus on their studies, fighting the urge to give in to distractions, or pushing through fatigue to prepare for an important exam, the battle is real. The pressure to succeed, the fear of failure, and the desire to make loved ones proud can weigh heavily on young shoulders. Yet every late night spent studying, every moment of perseverance is a victory in itself, a step closer to personal growth and achievement. Or consider an athlete pushing their limits, waking up before dawn to train, enduring pain and setbacks, and refusing to give up even when exhaustion sets in. The discipline required to chase a dream, to improve day after day, is a battle that demands both physical and mental strength. Every drop of sweat, every moment of doubt overcome, is a testament to the power of determination and resilience. Or a doctor working tirelessly to save lives, facing long hours, difficult decisions, and the emotional toll of caring for others. In the midst of chaos and uncertainty, healthcare workers must summon compassion, focus, and unwavering commitment. Their daily battles are fought not just with medicine, but with empathy and hope, as they strive to bring comfort and healing to those in need. We all encounter moments where discipline and self-control are honestly crucial for success. Whether it's resisting the urge to procrastinate, staying calm in the face of stress, or choosing to act with kindness when it's easier to be indifferent, these small decisions shape our character. The ability to master our impulses, to stay true to our goals, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks is what ultimately defines us. These everyday battles test our resolve, our commitment to our goals, and our ability to overcome adversity. But they also remind us that we are not alone. Just as Arjuna found guidance and strength in Krishna, we too can find support in our friends, family, and mentors. Every challenge we face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. In the end, it is through these struggles that we discover our true potential and the meaning of our own journey. Arjun's story is a call to action, an invitation to look within and discover our own inner strength. It reminds us that the greatest battles are often fought within ourselves, against our own doubts, fears, and limitations. The chariot of our lives awaits, and it is up to us to take the reins, to choose the path of righteousness, and to strive for excellence in all that we do. Just as Krishna guided Arjun, we too can seek guidance from within, from our own conscience, and from the wisdom of the ages. Arjun's journey reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope is never lost. Within each of us lies the potential for greatness, the strength to overcome challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. Like a lotus that blooms in muddy water, we too can rise above adversity, our spirits undeterred by the challenges we face. Arjun's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all, a spirit that can overcome even the most daunting of obstacles. The Bhagavad Gita, a revered scripture and the sacred dialogue between Krishna and Arjun, stands as one of the most profound philosophical texts in human history. Its verses, spoken on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, have echoed through the centuries, offering guidance and wisdom to countless generations. The Gita is not just a religious text, it is a universal guide to living a meaningful and purposeful life, regardless of one's background or beliefs. Today, the Bhagavad Gita continues to inspire millions around the world. People from all walks of life, students, professionals, seekers, and leaders, turn to its pages for solace, strength, and clarity. Its teachings transcend borders and cultures, uniting humanity in the search for truth and self-realization. The Gita reminds us of the importance of duty, discipline, and the pursuit of righteousness. It teaches that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements alone, but from living in harmony with our inner values and responsibilities. Whether in moments of quiet reflection or in the midst of daily challenges, its wisdom offers a steady compass. In the modern world, where choices can be overwhelming and distractions are many, the Gita's message of self-control and mindful action is more relevant than ever. It encourages us to act with integrity, to make decisions rooted in compassion, and to remain steadfast in the face of uncertainty. Arjun's story, as he stands torn between duty and despair, is a timeless message of hope, resilience, and the power of the human spirit. His journey from confusion to clarity mirrors the struggles we all face when confronted with difficult choices and moral dilemmas. The Gita shows us that even in our darkest moments, we can find the strength within ourselves to rise above adversity. It is a reminder that resilience is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to move forward despite it. Through faith, determination, and self-belief, we can overcome the obstacles that life places before us. The Mahabharata, through Arjun's inner battle, teaches us that even when the odds seem insurmountable, we possess the inner resources to persevere. It is in these moments of doubt and fear that our true character is forged and our deepest strengths revealed. By turning inward through prayer, meditation, or reflection, we can connect with the wisdom that lies within. The Gita encourages us to seek stillness amidst chaos, to listen to our conscience, and to trust in the journey, even when the path ahead is unclear. When we embrace these teachings, we unlock our true potential. Success, as defined by the Gita, is not merely the attainment of external goals, but the realization of our highest self. It is the fulfillment that comes from living authentically and contributing to the well-being of others. The Mahabharata's message transcends time and culture, resonating with people across continents and generations. Its stories and lessons continue to shape the moral and spiritual fabric of societies, inspiring movements for justice, peace, and unity. Ultimately, the Mahabharata reminds us that the battle for a just and compassionate world begins within each one of us. By cultivating wisdom, empathy, and courage in our own hearts, we become agents of positive change, echoing the timeless teachings of the Gita in our everyday lives.